up? Here we are live. What is up, everybody? Made it to part 9 of our playthrough. Almost to part 10. Holy crap. How many playthroughs are we doing of this? Man, time goes by, huh? It's a good game though, not gonna lie. Where did we leave off? All I remember is we did a bunch of puzzles. Oh yes, that's right. We're right here. Oh, where's the game? In the background. Huh. Let's go and get that situated here. There we go. And we want to make that fit to screen. There we are. And let's make that full screen. Yeah, there we are. Now we're back in action, boys. Let's see here. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go. Make sure everything is perfect for the stream. Want any issues? Well, looks like everything's good. Yep, we're good now. Welcome. Yeah, so like I said, last time we left off, we did some puzzles. And now we're gonna check up on Yona, see how she's doing. Because that's what good brothers do. We check up on our younger siblings. Alright, let's go. You aren't wearing a mask. That must be so embarrassing. I mean, everyone can see your, well, you know, my face. You know, it's kind of odd now, you know, seeing people's faces without their mask. It's like, hold on. Why am I seeing your face? Aren't you supposed to have your mask on? It kind of catches you by surprise. Yo, what's up, Kaini? What are we doing here? Yona's best sister. Yeah. Best sister, Yona. Alright, let's head back and check up on Yona. Welcome back to the stream, Zerg Hunter. Always a pleasure to have you here. But yeah, this is like... this game was ahead of its time. They were wearing their masks before it was cool. Alright, let's head back. Here's some wolves out and about. Ooh-wee. Alright. What level are we? We're level 13. I feel like we're very under leveled. I'm not sure. Always a pleasure. Yeah, they knew. Yeah, they knew there was something going on. But yeah.
I suppose rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
Oh?
Those rules are important to the masked people.
Yeah, those rules were absurd.
I do.
I have to agree with Vice.
We respect that.
Well. The boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Hey, less talking, more walking.
I have to agree with Kaini on that too. Less talking, more walking. Silver ore. Alright. And then there's some quests we need to do too, huh? And we're just skipping up on a lot of stuff. That's what's up, man. We're just skipping on some important quests. Alright, 1 second here. Make sure the camera's all good. There, I think camera should be fine. Make sure I'm on camera. Yeah, there we go. Lower this a little bit. Or up more? I'm not sure, dude. there we go. Sorry, we're just a mess today. But yeah, let's continue on. Absurd rules of facade. Yeah, I agree, man. Those rules were absurd as fuck. Know what I'm saying? Thanks. Come on, Wolf. Do your thing. Alright. Alright, is sound good? Cool, sound is good. Hopefully we don't get any clipping. Those are the worst. I don't want to blow out your guys' eardrums like last time. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, so... Oh, fuck! There's quicksand!
I'm covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
Word of the advice. Those some good advice there, Vice. Vice. Advice. Vice. Oh my gosh. What's over here?
It appears to be out of service.
Right. No map of the area either. What is that in the distance? Vice. Vicey. Alright, off to go see little sister Yona. How was your day, Zerg Hunter? Hope all is good. Pretty busy at work, but you know, always good to come home, catch some NieR, relax, play some video games. Day was good. Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Busy day at work, but looking forward to coming home and playing some NieR. Definitely made the day go by faster, so I can't complain. Can't complain. Busy is always good too. All right. Where are we headed now? It's nice that we write letters to our sister. Oh, where's this? This place does not look familiar. It's the shrine where we found Vice. Never mind, we're backtracking. Yep, there's that ruin. Looks like we can't go back there now. Can't go wrong with NieR. Yeah. After I'm done with this game, of course there's Demon Souls too, but like any suggestions, I do have Biomutant. I need to open up the actual box and packaging for that. Maybe I should play that game on my next game of stream and play. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with the game Biomutant? It just recently came out. It looks very interesting. So I think that's what I'm most looking forward to, is playing some Biomutant once I'm done with NieR. Oh man, you're not gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be a big unboxing. It's the Atomic Edition. It's a huge box. I was so shocked to see how big it was. I was like, bro, most collector's editions aren't that big, but oh, Biomutant was huge. Yeah, alright, cool. Play some Biomutant. Oh, is it like a furry open world RPG? It looks cool. The gameplay and everything looks fun. So I guess I'll stream it next. So there's Biomutant, and then there's Resident Evil 8 Village I want to play still. There's all these different games I've purchased for the summer. There's Mass Effect. I got Legendary Edition. Maybe I should leave it up to chat and vote to see what games they want to see me play next. Got plenty of games. I was thinking playing Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. The update for the Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PS5. Hold on, this is where we were. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention to the game. Stream Resident Evil Village. We'll do that for a weekend stream. Or actually, Demon Souls is our weekend stream, huh? Yeah, we'll do Resident Evil Village. Yeah, a lot of good games. I agree. So many good games. Sound like Donald Trump. So many good games. So many good games. But yeah, we'll try to stream. We'll see. Resident Evil 8, that's a good one. And plus you'll get to see how much of a wimp I am when it comes to these horror games. But all the better, you know, makes up for some good content, you know? Haha. And then let's not forget my Switch. Stream some more Monster Hunter. Those were fun. I miss playing that. Gotta get my boys back to come play some Monster Hunter. Alright, cool. We made it back to our little village. Or not village, like a hub center. Get the boys back from Monster Hunter. Yeah, I miss those boys. One of my boys are actually coming back. He's coming back to town to visit, so we'll probably do... We should do an in-person stream instead of having them on Discord, huh? Get to see their faces in person. If only there's a way we could do a multi-stream with everybody. That'd be fun. Alright, we gotta go see Yona. Check up on her, see how she's doing. Alright, let's save our game as well too. Yeah, that would be fun. A special summer stream. Get the boys, do a hot tub stream. Just us all in a hot tub. Where, I don't know, man. How these hot tub streams come into, like, all of a sudden became so popular. I'm just seeing those pop up. I could care less for them. I'm more like video game related content. But if these girls want to post all these lewds, I'm fine with it too. They do, let them do them. Nice, got some watermelon. Watermelon. Don't forget about Popola. Popola. Oh yeah. Set up Popola. See what she's up to. Right. Alright. See how our girls, Devil and Popola, doing. She's in this room. You know, I think we've never been in this room. It was locked the whole time.
What is the purpose of this place?
Beats me. Maybe it's Popola's hobby corner.
So what I remember from the original, this is like a display case of all the bosses you beat in the game. So as you could see, there are 12 display cases, so there's 12 bosses in the game. We defeated 4 so far. So yeah. Eight more to go. Just 8 more to go. Still a long way to go. We're not halfway there yet.
If you need money, try visiting the tavern. That's usually where people go when they're looking to hire someone.
Good
All right.
advice. Thanks.
She just gives us advice. Alright, so let's go ahead and go visit our sister. Oh, there's a shiny over here. Medicinal herb. Right on, right on. Alright, time to head home. It feels like we haven't been home in a long time. It's like 700 gold. Some items we could pick up.
Yona?
Oh, hey.
How are you feeling?
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
Sure, I'll stay or I can't. You know, we haven't seen her in a long time. So I guess we're gonna stay.
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
Another day's work done. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. So am I blocking your guys' view of the text? Just put myself down a little bit. There we go. Lower myself a little bit. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. It's like a little visual novel version of it. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. I tried to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S, then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. CSEALED VERSE. Sealed verse. It's a sealed verse. The thing I am looking for. The key to saving my sister. Are we in our head? Are these our thoughts that we're reading? I stare at the boy with the renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. DREAM. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them, damn it. I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do this for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forestofmyth. Forest myth. Okay, that was a dream, I guess. The next morning.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Alright, Yona, looks like we're gonna abandon you again.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
So let me just readjust this here.
What was it about?
Kaide is a 10 out of 10. That's his final words, yeah. Yep.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I have to agree with NieR. If that's his final words, man, I'm gonna have to say yep, 100.
Cause I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of game?
Hold on, she's dreaming about a boy. Is that the same boy that that was in our dreams too?
It was
So
called
weird.
Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
Oh, hold on, he was like spelling some words out. Spelling something out to us too.
How did it work?
The boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I
Forest
could
of
figure
Myth.
out was dream and Forest of Myth.
Hey, get the heck out of here. We had the same dream.
But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
So we're not gonna mention it to her that we had the same dream?
Don't forget the melon.
Hey, we got...
Don't forget the melon.
Hold on, I got melons right here. Let's see. I thought we did it. Yona's gift. Yona asked you for a melon. I thought we got some melons. I got watermelons. Not the same as melon. Let me see, was it watermelon or melon that we just grew? Oh god, it was watermelon. Ah, we got watermelon. Yeah, you're right. Guess we'll have to go and see if we could purchase some melons.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
Alright, to the village we go. Yeah, we got watermelon. We did not get melon. But I wonder if the village has any melon. Maybe just do an easy quest.
Make sure you stock up on necessities before.
Or maps we could buy. Forest of Myth map. I feel like maps are very important. We should purchase the
Come
maps.
back anytime.
Why not fill your garden with
Eggplant seed. We don't need any eggplant seed.
I hope you grow some real buttes.
We have to get water, our regular melons.
We've got some nice materials in stock.
Do you know about the Lost? It's a large stone building surrounded by cliffs. Folks say you can find a number of unusual ores there, but it's a rough area, and most of us don't have the guts to try.
Interesting. Oh, where could we find watermelon though? That's the question. There's there's watermelon here. Maybe this lady sells it.
We've got some new items.
Oh no.
Come.
Our quest indicator.
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village? Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want. My son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Alright, I guess we'll help find this guy's son.
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
Next thing you know, the son's dead. Just like the dog. One of these fetch or like finding quests always end up someone dying. Jonah asked for a melon. Yeah, no, rest in peace, dog. Poor dog. A man across the way from the weapon shop near the southern gate needs help finding his runaway son. The young man apparently wears an unusual looking hat. Okay. That does not leave us with many clues, other than he has a weird hat. Hey, kid, your dad's looking for you.
Stop working and play with me for once.
I guess that's not the kid. Oh, what's over here? Nothing. Guess head out. Alright, hopefully we find a kid around here. First we must ride our boar. Oh shit, what the? Oh, we were attacked. Boar Express. Good old Boar Express. Oh. Alright, just see. The Boar Express. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Ah, you damn shade. Come back here, little bastard. Where do we go now? Quests. Got like 5 incomplete quests. Ooh. Oh yeah, we were trying to find a runaway son. I wonder if we could set an indicator for a quest. Nope, I guess not. Like do a little wayfinder set to where we need to go to accomplish our goal. Alright, I guess we're trying to go see Popola. See if she knows anything about this dream that we had. Alright, Popola. Popola knows all, yeah. I wonder why she has so much knowledge. I wonder why. Is it all the books that she's read? Who knows? Alright, Popola.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be dream able to get your advice dream on the matter. That was kind of awkward to read. Is it a typo or like it's supposed to be written like that? Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream, dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream, cursed dream, evil dream, words, dream, someone, dream. Wow. It's a lot of dreams. It's like a troll.
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Yeah, that was definitely a troll.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth. It's a wooded area up north.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will?
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh, well, all right. Thank you. The Forest of Myth is to the north, after you cross the small wooden bridge in the northern plains.
Oh yeah, I think we know where. We've been to the Forest Myth. That was some bad English. Yeah, it was weird. I think they did that on purpose. But like, I wonder who wrote it. Very interesting. Alright, to the Forest of Myth we go. Might be elves. Yeah, little elves. Forest gnomes. Who knows? Some forest trolls. Who knows? But we're headed out to the Forest Myth, or Forest of Myth, on the Boar Express. Oh hey, we crossed the bridge without crashing. Ah, we're gonna crash. Whew. Lucky we jumped off. The power of the Boar Express. Alright, let's go. I believe it's here. No, it's not here. It's down here. New area? I think we've been through here already, but we just didn't know what was going on. Yeah. Nice. Okay, cool. We made it to the Forest of Myth. And from the looks of it, it looks very enchanting. Music is soothing as always in this game. What is this area? Maybe this gentleman will know a thing or two. He has glasses.
Beware.
It's Shrek Swamp.
Beware the words.
That are coming out of my mouth.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words.
Ah.
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Vice, hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Serene and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
Is he sleep talking?
Dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the death dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but therefore he could learn more. The disease took him as well. Interesting. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Serene's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
What has this game turned into? Looks like it's a novel. Oh my gosh.
That's just how the death dream works.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Serene had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word.
Yeah, right?
Something.
It's a visual novel now, huh? Serene and Vice racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider. Too much random chatter. Too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
It's like some D&D narrating in the background. The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
He called the narrator a gasbag. Bloated gasbag.
It has demolished it utterly.
Wow, the fourth wall has been broken. The mere suggestion that Weiss chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It had demolished it utterly. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so, this is weird. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gas. Irritated, Weiss looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing.
We being the narrator is like telling him that's what he's doing, but Weiss is just like, no, I'm not doing that.
Just leave me alone already.
The anger created his harsh words bled over to Serene like a contagion. Wait, said Serene suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Weiss aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming or something, that dreams or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Weiss suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Serene's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream, that's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this point, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Serene. That sounds right, he said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along, but I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Weiss immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized it was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Sray nodded in agreement. Huh, wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Serene, just ask. Now hold on a sec, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Serene to the mayor. The grimoire looked from Serene to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss' face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his hand, realization drawing on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right, there's fire. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so on. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of Serene and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Serene slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. Wow, I'm like reading a whole novel. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Serene's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. I like how the music changes too, once the mood changes in the story. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. Was this a campaign for D&D? I know, right? But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. This is weird. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Serene to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Serene snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Serene leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared at a volume that rattled his teeth. Serene slapped his hand over his ear and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Serene could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Serene's ear seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shock, shock, chick, chick, chick. It's like all these different sounds now. Woo woo wooma, woo woo wooma. Shik shik seek. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Serain began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's just white noise. It's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages. Is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Oh shoot, we're answering. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Sounds like a secret. Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, Serain sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Serain like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Serain moved on with new intensity. But I wonder what would happen if we answered wrong. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had purpose. Whoa, what is going on? We're on a reading spree. They might as well call this a reading stream. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Serain after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Serain picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. The surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note sprang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Serain grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Welcome to Reading with Serain. Oh man. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. Sunlight. Because you enter through a window, but you can't break glass, really. Yeah, welcome to the stream and like answering riddles. Oh man, the last stream was just going through the dungeon with all these different puzzles, and now we're just answering riddles. What is going on with this game? The stream is getting weirder and weirder. Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. I would do the voice acting, but I'm terrible at it. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Serene, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all this way out here? Soren walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man appeared out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Well, chat, how are you liking the story so far? Began Serene, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Serene tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing right there, but he simply repeated the question. Very intriguing. Well, I'm glad you find it intriguing. This is getting very weird. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Serene. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? I have 4 legs in the morning at noon, so the options is I'm a man, a demon, an angel. I have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Oh, I don't know the answer to this one. A man? I think 4 legs in the morning. So I guess in the morning, if you're a person, you're like waking up in the morning on 4s, and then at 2 you're on your feet, 2 feet. A man. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. Yeah, I wonder what happened if we answered wrong. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Serene. The small man slowly shook his head. Nice. Good job, Zircon. I kinda figured it was man too. Cause like, you wake up on 4s in the morning, 2 in the noon, and then 3 at night. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Serene watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Serene and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it. You actually made it back." His left hand grasped Serene's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to disclose from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. "God by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not." The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. "I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again." Serene withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. "We broke the Death Dream's seal," he said. "At least I think we did." The mayor's face beamed as Serene filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Serene cocked his head. "Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep?" "Cause seize your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rule of this place is futility itself." Serene and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. "Have you forgotten?" continued Vice. "It is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, it is if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue." With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the mayor. "The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here." His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they woke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. "Oh, we're back. Okay." Serene shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did. I'm back." He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village." Finally color, alright? It's all been black the whole time. "The Death Dream was spreading through our village and I wanted to... well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs, as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Serene and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor, as a wry smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in short order, I am sure," said Vice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained. "When the prayer was finished, it's the guardian of our village's history and memories." "Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Vice. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." Serene and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Weiss. "This is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, Serene mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a version of you that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too." Serene tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Serene gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly, his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hey, we're back. Wow, that was a long read. I might need to get some water. My throat is dried as fuck.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers.
Yeah, that was a very
no matter
interesting
what.
story. Obtain a sealed verse. Obtain dark execution magic. I know, right? Give me some H2O. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Charge to increase the number of spikes. Oh wow.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me.
That was a lot of reading though. Oh my gosh.
It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Where is Kaine throughout this whole thing? I'm like, where is Kaine? Alright, let's check out that new sealed verse we got. Dark execution. Yeah, let's try it out. Oh, holy shit. That looks badass. Okay, spikes popping out of the ground. I know, right? She's too cool for all that reading. She's like, fuck this. You guys go in there, I'm just gonna chill outside. Yo, I'm loving this, sealed verse magic, though. We went from fists to spikes popping out of the ground. Alright, let's check out. I feel like that was a badass spell. Yeah, I agree. Let's see, there's some villagers here.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Oh no, are we gonna have to read again? Enter this villager's dream.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Are we reading again? Holy crap. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sound of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say, "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. "Help me," I cry. "For the love of all the gods, help me." Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I ask, shaking hands covering my face. "How have you come to this place?" "I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Serene. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, Stan, we shall awaken from this nightmare together." Another D&D campaign, I know, right? Oh man, I hope this wasn't this one is not long like the mayor. If this is long, we're gonna have to cut this short, and I'll have to do the other story, because I saw that there was one more villager. We'll have to do that off stream, unless you find this interesting. I could stream it. The one known as Serene extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sound of heavy rain. Yeah, you know, I just want to do it to like engage in the story and the lore, and like see, like get a feel for how this game is crafted, you know. "I never thought to hear that again," I whisper. "Would that this were not such a terrible storm," said Grimoire Weiss. "Look at your feet." I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place." Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuer, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Oh, we're selecting and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses, I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of room. Yeah, this is some good lore. I squint down the dim corridors. Oh shit. And proceed east, or should we proceed south? It's like some D&D going on here. Let's go east. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed north. I squint down the dim corridors. Proceed west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their side in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The casks will be ruined by the floor regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is no wine. It is blood still warm from the body, whether animal or something else I cannot say. Oh, it's getting creepy. Blood? The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened leg betrays me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back screams lest any foulness enter my mouth. I lurched forward through the red waters and out of the room to freedom. Ooh, the music is getting creepy. I squint down to the dim corridor and proceed east. Oh, what? We're doing this again? East? Okay, we went east. I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair to the table's head. But as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains. And this is the movement I saw. Holy crap. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Lose sight of the abomination before me. My gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. Holy shit. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. Or if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasped frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth I suspect that they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the dim corridor. Proceed north. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. "Break it down," someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Serene and Grimoire Vice, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way. We find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. "How can I thank you?" I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. "Your dress?" asks Vice. "Then you are a woman, madame." "I am?" I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Serene is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening, but behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing countless damned souls inside their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallway and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watched in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flickered to life, crossing and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
Oh, perfect, so we did it. Yay, we woke in a villager. I think there's one more villager. And then we're gonna have to save our game. We're gonna have to end the stream actually. How long have we... I know we're back again. Or you know what? It's just one more. We might as well do it. Like, why the fuck not? We've gone this far.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I agree.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Hope we get something badass for saving all the villagers. End this with a bing. Alright. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and save our game. So we'll save our game. And then we'll just do this last one here. Interesting story. That last one was kind of creepy though. It's like we're going inside the dream, but we're not saving them from their dream in the form of like your typical gameplay, like combat and everything. This is like through a story, D&D based story decision making, I guess. Alright, last one.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Man, even Vice is like, this is too much. A colony of massive sculpture was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Serene had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
He said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Serene nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Serene lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke? He said. The city of art. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Serene glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. Time has passed. Serene's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. It's true, man, my mouth is getting dried from all this reading. It's like the game knows. I feel like the game is trolling. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Serene lifted my gaze. Get some water, my boy. I will later. We're good. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road, with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water! Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous. I don't see any water. It's like the game is telling me to get water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, Serene sprang to life and bounded toward the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Ooh, a mirage. Serene closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. Serene shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. Serene sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Serene came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. Off in search of it, the chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to Serene and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Serene's face clouded. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art. Serene looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried Serene, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape. A tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said Serene. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Serene and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Serene uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable, except for a single word, chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As Serene moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. Ooh, another riddle, huh? With that, the bird departed as if on cue. The 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, Serene said. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before Serene. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Serene and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know, I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. The respective pleas given, the three statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. Srain furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. Shoot, I forgot what the statement was. Is it Alpha? The real one is Alpha. The eyes of the statues shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until Srain and Vice were forced to turn away. Oh shoot.
It would seem we failed.
Yeah,
We'd best act more carefully next time.
this is the worst job ever.
So if we get it wrong, we just get kicked out of the dream. I see, I see. Yeah, that was weird. So what is it, Beta?
And another victim.
I figured...
Even I...
I think we'll skip the reading for now.
What?
Skip. Yeah, I don't even remember the statements. Oof. Right? Yeah, skip. Alright, cool. Here's the statements. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. Alright, let's see. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to Srain and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake. You know, I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only one. I'm the only real one around here. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Oh, okay. It might be Gamma. Is that right? It might be Gamma. We'll see. Ah, no, it's not Gamma. Fuck.
I
Well,
figured a book like
this
you would
one's
be into all
terrible. So is Beta.
What?
Perhaps...
Speedrun this reading session. Speedrun. Alright, cool. The real one is Beta. Though Serene's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice in the dry tones of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. I see. Now let's presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let's assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. Ah, that makes sense. Goddamn, I'm not good with these riddles. I think I heard this riddle before too. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villagers, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable Serene pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Sounds a lot like Facade. Cause if we're in the desert, I'm thinking they're in Facade. Deja vu, muttered Serene, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck Serene during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. There we have it. We completed it.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too.
Haha.
Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Nice, cool. We woken up all the villagers for the mayor. Let's see what he has for us.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
One-handed sword. Faith. Oh, nice.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Nice, we got a weapon out of it.
Thank you again for everything.
Let's try it out. Faith. Alright, let's see how it looks. Oh, nice. It's like a katana. Nice. We got ourselves a katana. I like. Magic power plus 20%. Dang, but Beastbane is still strong as fuck. This sword is very light. Well, we'll equip this one for now. Let's see what the story is behind it. I'm curious. Faith? There was once a famous poet in a land to the far, far east. Now in his twilight years, his ability had withered such that he could no longer craft a single stanza or verse. The poor poet spent every moment racked with sorrow for what had been lost, but one day a monk appeared by his side, gently placed a blade in his hand, and imparted the following words. And it ends there. We continue the story by upgrading our weapons. Alright, cool. So, yeah, I think that is good for tonight. We'll end our stream here. Very interesting stream. A lot of reading. My throat is dry. I'm gonna get me some water. But until next time, we will see you in the next stream. Alright, well, peace out, guys. Have a good night.